Golovkin Brook, is it a mismatch? Is it competitive? How do you see it, John?
On paper, it's a mismatch. Bigger fighter against a smaller fighter. Competitively, it's probably a mismatch. Brook's a good fighter, but he's not really well known. He's making his way as a good welterweight. Managing to jump 2 divisions to fight the strongest, probably best middleweight in the world right now. Is he biting off more than he can chew? Probably, but I take my hat off him for trying. But most in the history of boxing, most welterweights come up short against the middleweights because they're bigger fighters. And in this case, you have a bigger fighter in Golovkin against a smaller fighter, Brook. Can Brook win? We'll find out that night. But the odds say he won't. I'm pretty much gonna go with the odds.
What does he have to do to be able to beat someone like a Golovkin, a guy that you said who's bigger than him that's probably going to try to use his size in there with him?
Well, you got with his style, he's probably to be very evasive, stick and move, and try to keep Golovkin at an arm's length and see if he can, maybe outpoint him. I don't think he's going to be able to knock Golovkin out because he has a hell of a chin, from what I've seen. But maybe he can outbox him, but can he keep Golovkin off of him for 12 rounds? That's going to be the biggest thing. Can he keep Golovkin off of him and neutralize Golovkin's attack? Triple G is a strong, very strong middleweight, and Brook hasn't fought a middleweight yet. He's moving up 2 divisions. Is he biting up more than he can chew? On paper it says yes. In his heart he says no. So I commend him for taking a shot at fighting for the middleweight title. Maybe that's only meaningful money fight out there for him right now. He really can't come to America and fight these other champions because they're not his promoter. They're different promoters. So, it's a good fight for him. It's a good fight for the fans, and I wish him well. I don't see a victory, but hey, he might prove me wrong.
Is it something like the Canelo Khan fight where you'll see Brook doing well early and then he'll just get caught with something?
It could very well be like that fight. Then that was pretty much how I called that fight. Khan early on had a little success. But when he started getting clipped, I knew it was going to end because the chin just let him down in junior welterweight, and he's fighting a big boy. Telling how much Canelo weighed after the weigh-in, and he was just too big for Khan, and I knew that was going to happen. So this might be the same thing here. Once Triple G starts landing those big bombs to the body and to the head, how much can Kell really take? So he's going to he's probably going to outweigh Kell after the weigh-in, probably a good 20 pounds. It's hard for a smaller man to keep a bigger, stronger man off of him like that. So, listen, they might see something no one else sees. They might devise a plan to better keep Triple G off him, but that's going to be a tough task. So I commend him, but we have to wait and see what happens if he can really survive the punches of Triple G.